I worked in travel for nearly 20 years, mostly in customer service, resolving travelers' post-vacation complaints. The one thing that stood out to me the most in that time is the simple truth that some people should not travel. These are their stories.
While on your cruise ship, we met a couple of other Canadian travelers and heard about their experience. They had also had their flight to Toronto cancelled due to the weather, and they also called both the airline and your emergency desk, and they were given the same information as us.
I'm so pleased to hear we're being consistent.
Your company said it was the airline's responsibility, and the airline said it was your company's responsibility.
Your flight was cancelled by the airline, thus it is their responsibility to get you on another flight. I'm guessing that the airline did not want to deal with it. Note, I'm not naming the airline, but this is not uncommon with them.
In their case, your company did the rebooking, and were able to get them on flights that had them arrive in Basel earlier than we did, so they just needed to be transferred directly to your ship, which was in Breisach. There was no cost to them for this transfer from Basel to Breisach. We feel this is a point in favor of our full reimbursement. They were not even asked to pay for anything.
The other people had booked their flights with the cruise line, and as a perk of that, the cruise line offered to intercede on their behalf and search for flights that would accommodate them. Also, as they had booked flights with the cruise line, transfers were included, thus they were not charged for the transfer.
If your emergency desk had rebooked us as well, which they obviously can do, then we might have arrived at an earlier time as well.
And had you booked your flights through the cruise line, you would have been entitled to that service.
Both my husband and I only shared our troubles with those two women, and another couple we met who wondered why we had arrived late.
Thanks for keeping it under your hat.
We were careful not to tell a tale of woe that would make your company look like it was giving poor customer service.
What's your point?
We even told the people we talked to that we were sure we would eventually be reimbursed.
Oh. Now I see your point. You're trying to set us up.
We are hoping that our faith has not been misplaced.
So what happened here is that these folks and the other party they spoke with both booked the same flights on the unnamed airline. The difference is these folks booked on their own and the other party booked through the cruise line, which carries some perks, such as complimentary transfers. People will book their own flights instead of using the travel company's air for a few reasons. They feel it will be cheaper, they perceive that they will have more control over their flights, or they want to use their miles. Not bad reasons, but with many travel companies, they can get air cheaper, you can select your own schedule, for a fee, and there are perks included, like transfers. Always weigh what is the best option after considering all pros and cons. Because of the flight delays, the ship had already sailed to its first stop, about an hour's drive away, and these folks had to pay for a taxi to get them to the ship, while the other party was transferred for free. As a goodwill gesture, the cruise line did reimburse them, just to put the matter to rest and move on to more important issues. Remember, save your receipts.